Welcome to Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. I'm Suzanne, an interior designer. If you're into interior design, you'll love it here. I have several things in store for you in this video. The main event is the Pottery Barn Dining Room Lookbook. Their dining rooms, centerpieces, china displays, the tables, the chairs, and just the way the rooms are set up. It will give you great ideas to style a dining room, to decorate a dining room, or to restyle for different seasons. There's a lot of Thanksgiving in this, but most of it is just not holiday related. Now, they have a lot of new dining room looks too, and you'll notice that. If you'll join me again at the end, I'm going to explore with you the brand new items that were in this video. And then I have dupes for those as well. I know you love that. I'll explain the value of the Pottery Barn item, and some of them are just a really excellent deal for the value of the materials, etc. And then I have the dupes. Also, after that, I smelled every single candle that they have at the store Anthropologie, which is known for excellent candles. And I'll give you my honest review and recommendations. And then I went to Walmart and smelled every single new candle that they have, or let's just say every single candle that they have. And I'll give you my recommendations there too. I thought it would be fun to have the difference of the Anthropologie versus Walmart in this video. So there's a lot in store. Please relax, listen to the beautiful music, and take a peek at these wonderful Pottery Barn dining rooms. And then I'll see you again at the end. Let's explore the brand new items that you saw in this video, and I also have dupes for you. The Pottery Barn item and the dupe item will be tagged in this video. You can find it in the description box. Sometimes you have to find the tab that says more, and sometimes they're displayed right in the video. If you wouldn't mind using those links, those tags, I will get a small commission for it, and it doesn't change your price at all. let's take just a few minutes to review the new. There are new decor items, some which I love and some which I decided to find dupes for you so that you could save a little money. But I wanted to start with something that I think is really beautiful. The antler taper centerpiece at $149 does seem like a lot of money. If you are going for that spare, you don't want a lot of items on your table sort of look like you saw in the Aptus dining room, then this would be very good for you. And I think it's worth it if that was the case. You can see that it looks like it's two pieces, but it really is one. And I do have a dupe for you if you wanted to save some money. This one, it has a brighter sheen to it, so it's almost a little bit more glamorous than the other. But I can tell you that in very upscale retailers like Saks, they have these for a lot more money. So it's not like you're going in a cheesy glam direction. You're going in something that mirrors something more expensive. I would get 2 of these if you wanted to get that look that Pottery Barn is offering. And but if you have the budget, the Pottery Barn one is gorgeous. And then you can be minimalist if you wish, or you can dress it up with berries and garlands and things like that. These are the Stella Damask stoneware salad plates. You get a set of 4 for $72, and they come in really pretty colors. So it depends on obviously what your color scheme is. The best bet is probably to go with the one you're looking at now, which is a tan and stone color. But if you have a lot of blue in your decor, that is a really beautiful blue. And it would probably look a little different than your navy, but you can kind of see how it blends there. They also have a pinkish red, and I think that would be really beautiful for the holidays. A lot of us have really nice china. What a lot of people like to do now is to mix up that china, so you have your classic pieces and they're very valuable, you want to use them, but then people put a little bit of flair in there with a different salad plate. So that is something you can do even for Thanksgiving. Those salad plates could be used as dessert plates if you like them very much. But I couldn't find anything else just like them. There are some that have multiple colors, but they aren't as pretty, and I like having just one single color with these. If you did go for that cranberry-ish pink, that would be pretty for all seasons because you can lighten up what's underneath of it, or you can add some green for the holidays or more red. Pink and red really look great together, and surprisingly, red and brown look very good together. All right, but let's move on. You may already own damask cotton napkins from the last time that they were in, and the reason that you would have those is because they last forever. So my recommendation for this particular product is, if you do like it, or if one of these colors work for you, it is worth it to spend the $48 to get 4 of them. I'm not finding anything that is that much of a better deal than these, and these are particularly nice. So the green is the one to get, it seems like, because they're showing it so much. If you have blue, or if you have the neutrals, then it would be a good idea to stick with those, of course. But if you're up in the air on what your color schemes are going to be, Pottery Barn seems to really be favoring this very pretty green. This is Pottery Barn's glass pumpkin lidded bowl. $45 isn't a bad offer for something like this because they don't have others that have a lid that's quite as pretty as this one. It looked like in the dining room display, they were displaying it with oyster crackers, which is telling you that someone would be having, clam chowder in their meal. And that is possible. So that's good. It almost looks like it would be cute for dog treats and candies or cookies. It is weird that it's a standalone. But anyway, I'm going to show you my dupe now, even though I would like to say, if you needed something like this, this is a very pretty piece and it does work quite well for fall. Our dupe is from Walmart. You get 2 of these food containers for $16.37. And it does seem like something that you could use outside of fall, because I don't think they're necessarily meant to look exactly like a pumpkin, but they sure do. And they look a lot like the Pottery Barn container for a lot less. I'm really loving this faux dusty green hydrangea bundle, but not the price. Now, you can't find other hydrangeas in this exact color except for a company called A Floral, and they cost more there. But, and a lot of people sell 1 stem each, but if you're comparing prices, this is a better deal. I still have a dupe for you, something that you may like a lot better. But if you were trying to do one of those rustic baskets, like they showed with several of these, that is a beautiful look. Having too few hydrangea stems always looks silly. So you would need a lot. And if your budget is used more efficiently elsewhere, I would understand. But if you're looking for something super special, this would be it. But let's take a look at my dupe. I'm really proud of this dupe. This one is from Target, and you get this entire arrangement for $43.28. So it's less than you were spending for a small bundle of 3 hydrangeas. It has similar color hydrangeas, the dark green, but then it has those other really pretty pieces. This looks like it was done by a florist, and it does look very natural. So if it was my choice, I would pick this one. But if you were going for that rustic look, putting them in a basket or an old vessel, the others would look great. You just do need several of them. These are the new library cocktail glasses at Pottery Barn. These are a cut glass which mirrors crystal, and it is an amber the way it looks in this photo, but it can look like a brighter yellow in sunlight according to their images. But I couldn't find a dupe for these. I found 1 or 2 that were less expensive, but they didn't have that really pretty version of the cut glass. And I think these are really nice. If you were looking for a gift for someone who likes to drink an old fashioned or who just likes whiskey or bourbon, then these would be really pretty glasses. And I think it could add something. You know, sometimes when you're buying expensive glassware or mugs, it's okay to spend a decent amount, especially if you're not buying enough to cover an entire dining table. I know this is a dining room lookbook, but if you were just getting a few because you plan to serve them to maybe another couple coming over or just to use in your household, 4 is enough, especially if you're getting something really pretty like this. I wanted to share something with you. I worked on this to put at the end of this video. I thought about making it into its own, but I wasn't sure how you would feel about it if it didn't have some of our standards in it. But I went to a store called Anthropologie to smell all of their new candles because they're known for having beautiful and well-scented candles. And I have an honest review of the candles, and I do think that some of their most beautiful ones, like you're looking at now, don't smell as good. There's a certain scent that you can get on cheap candles where it's a vanilla that has a hint of hazelnut, and I feel like it's the mark of a candle that's not scented properly. And their most beautiful candles seem to all smell like that, but they also have excellent candles. So I'm going to share those. But then afterward, I have candles from Walmart, and I have a few from there that smell even better than these expensive ones. But if you wanted a specialty candle that is impressive to look at, or that would be a wonderful gift or a hostess gift, then let's talk about these first. Let's start with the bad news. And if you are a big fan of Anthropologie and their candles, you might hate me for this one, but we have to face the truth sometimes. The most beautiful ones, many of which you've already seen, that are shaped like pumpkins and gourds and have those really pretty hand-painted flowers on them, they smell terrible, and they smell exactly like the ones that I mentioned, which is almost like a vanilla with a rank hazelnut mixed in. I don't know why, but each one I smelled like that, and I wasn't the only one who said so, okay? But we have some really, really pretty ones. They're still in nice glassware or nice containers, but they smell much, much better. And Anthropologie's candles are made from different sources, so that might make sense of why some aren't as good smelling. But if you liked the glassware ones with that pretty hand painting, I think they're so beautiful. Do you want to just burn it outside and let the smell go away so you can keep the pretty container later? Maybe. But all right, let's get to the Capri Blue. That's a brand of candle or a maker of candles, and you can get those typically at Anthropologie. This is the pumpkin clove jar candle, and they're pretty expensive, as you can see, but the candles last quite a long time. The packaging is gorgeous, and the scent is a really beautiful scent for the fall. So I thought this would make an excellent gift, or just look so pretty on a tray or on your counter, especially if you do have gold accents in your home. So it's got a bit of an orange hue mixed in with that gold, but it's mostly gold. And I do think that this is one of those that would blend in with a lot of decor pieces, but again, smelling just so beautiful and smelling that wonderful scent of pumpkin and clove for the fall. Now, if you wanted something less spicy, but definitely nice for the fall, this fruity honey crisp oak wood glass jar candle is really nice. They don't have a large and a normal size small for some reason. And the jar is really pretty. And a lot of Anthropologie's glasses have, this effect in them, and they were the ones that I think got this trend started, where you're having glasses with this specialty effect in it. And now they're everywhere. But in terms of a jar candle, they aren't. And these are rather nice. So I thought this was a good addition. And then I have another fall scent for you. Now, this spiced pumpkin latte gives this scent not as strong of a pumpkin, but it still does have like a creamy pumpkin thing going on. Now, this was one of my favorites and also one of my husband's favorites. By the way, imagine telling your husband that what you wanted to do that day was to drive to an upscale mall and go in Anthropologie and smell all of their candles, but he was on board because we went out for a nice lunch. Anyway, so that was one of his favorites too. I would say that was his favorite out of all of my favorites. By the way, these adorable tins are the pumpkin clove candle, just in a different size, and it's less expensive than the other one that I showed you. Okay, now we're going to have a lot of savings on these candles, and of course they're not a candle you'd be as proud to feature. But what I do sometimes with candles that are less expensive, I put them in a brass bowl that I own, and you can't see them, and there's a pretty glow going on in the bowl, and it's fire safe, the bowl. I smelled every candle that they had, and the ones that are lined up before you were my favorites. And I'll mention Fall Farmhouse was one, Mulled Cider was another, and then we also had a pumpkin apple and a cranberry mandarin. These are all different sizes. That's how they are stocked in this store. I guess they can't keep up with everything in every size. But I'm going to tell you my favorites. Mulled cider smells exactly like that. This one includes orange zest, apple, and cinnamon. It is stronger than the other candles, and I don't know why that is. I do own this one, and I only burn it in the fall, so it's lasted me quite some time. In the store that I visited, they only had the large version, but that's not going to be the same for you. Plus, if you shop online through my tags, which I hope you will, then you'll be able to find all of the sizes from the link. So this one is really special and definitely is as advertised. If you want the smell of apple cider in your home, there it is. If you don't like spice, the cranberry mandarin candle still smells holiday and fall-ish, but it doesn't have the spiciness to it, and it's very nice. It looks like a modern color here, so I don't know if it was designed for fall, but it was right there with all of their brand new candles that were just stocked. By the way, the person stocking was still in the vicinity, and I'm sure they weren't happy with me moving everything around, but no worries, I put everything back. Cinnamon and clove not only has cinnamon and clove scents in it, but it also has nutmeg and peppermint and vanilla bean. So it is something that's making it a little softer at its edges, and I enjoy this one. My very favorite is Fall Farmhouse. It's a light gray candle, I'm not sure why, but this one smells like a fireplace, but also spicy and woodsy. And you know how some candles that are meant to smell like a fireplace do have something, it's a little off. This one is not that way. It just smells like you are in a household that does have a fireplace in it. And it's really interesting. And it was the cheapest of the bunch that I looked at. And by the way, we're going back to purchase this one, hopefully tonight. So it turns out that my very favorite and one that I did purchase is from Walmart, and it's the cheapest brand at Walmart mainstays. And this is Fall Farmhouse. It's spice, cypress, and amber. Well, I ended up going back to the store to purchase this one because I thought I should try it out, and I did love it so much. And I just wanted to get the sense of what it was that was making it stand out. And my husband and I both realized in the car on the way home. It smells exactly like the Christmas shop. I think it's called the Ye Old Christmas Shop in Magic Kingdom in Disney World. So they scent that store heavily, and it's part of the magic of it. And I know that this is called Fall Farmhouse, but somehow they captured that exact scent with the spice, cypress, and amber. It's supposed to smell like a Christmas tree in there, and this does. So I'm sure that it could also have a fall scent feeling for you, but this definitely would be a winner for Christmas too. So this is my pick, and I hope you follow my lead and purchase this one. I am so happy with it already, and I'm discussing this with you over coffee. I'm showing you right now the Target coffee mug that we talked about in the last video. I'm happy with this. It did have a few bubbles right under the handle, but nothing that I touch, and it didn't bother me because it's only $5. But I bought one for myself and one for Dave, and I think they're really pretty. They look so expensive compared to what they cost. They look like one of those from Pottery Barn, or a little bit like the Anthropologie one, but less fanciful in a way, which I think is good for my household. I want to thank you for watching Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. I've been Suzanne for Happiest Places Home. If you have any comments about any of the items in this video, I'd love to hear from you. And once again, if you did like anything in this video, Pottery Barn or otherwise, please use the tag to purchase it. We would appreciate it so much.